Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Light. We just finished a full day of Reiki level 1 with people from all over the world. I have someone in the class from New Zealand, someone from Sweden, 2 people from Norway, someone from the United Kingdom and Canada, and several people around the United States. So it occurred to me while we were all together how totally amazing it is that we can gather during this time. We are here where we live going into approximately week 6 of the quarantine situation. And people are getting a little rammy. Not that they weren't before, but it's getting old. And we still have to, no matter what is happening outside in the world or internally in our home or internally within ourselves, we still have to stay mindful. And a good way to stay mindful is, again, be present in the moment. So your present moment awareness thought for today is, what type of life are you weaving with your thoughts, your words, and your actions? There is this proverbial fabric of life. And the fabric of life, again, was presented to me pretty clearly today when I was in this Zoom class, this Reiki class, watching people from all over the world gather together. Together, each one of us is a part of this beautiful whole. We each represent some part of the macrocosm that makes up our world. So you have these beautiful threads that are coming together. Each one of us is a thread that is weaving our life story through the fabric of society, the beautiful, colorful life that is the human experience. Now, within that, each one of us has a piece of that fabric. And what are we weaving with it? What story are you telling? Years ago, there was an author by the name of Lois Lowry who wrote a series of books called the Giver series. In one of the books called Gathering Blue, there was a very gifted person who, her name was Kira, and she could weave stories, basically channeled this beautiful energy, not intentionally knowing what she was doing, but her hands would take over and she'd be weaving the story of the life of the village. And at the end, she'd have this beautiful tapestry that showed everything about the village and everything about people's lives. Well, what if I told you you were doing the same thing? You're not sitting there and actually weaving something, but energetically you are weaving your life. You're weaving your life with, once again, your thoughts, your words, and your actions. I'd like you to sit down and reflect on that. What are you creating? What type of life are you creating? What type of story are you leaving behind? Are your words beautiful and pure and loving? Or are you succumbing to the pressure of the day? Are you barking at people? Are you thinking negative thoughts about yourself and or other people? It doesn't serve you. So if you think about these words being threads, and as you speak them, as you think them, as you act, you're weaving this piece of your story. So when you step back and you look at it, what story are you telling to people? I challenge you now to think about that. Just reflect. I mean, yesterday I gave the 3-day challenge of keeping a track of the negative words you were saying and the positive words you were saying, and then reversing them. So this is still part of that challenge, but I want to give you the visual of this beautiful tapestry of life that you're creating. When you leave, your impression that you left with people will be the only thing left behind. You know, the tangible stuff, the jewelry, the houses, the cars, the possessions we have, they stay behind energetically and don't really represent us. We, our energy, our words, the love we gave, that represents us. So what story are you leaving behind for the generations to come? And what story are you weaving that adds to the fabric of society of this world? We each have a responsibility as human beings to give to the world. And as we give to the world, we're adding to whatever charge of energy we're putting out there. So if I'm particularly negative one day, then I'm adding to the negative pot that is the world. If I'm particularly positive one day, I'm adding to the positive pot for the world. So think about that. It's not just about you. It's about the world. It's about humanity. It's about everything that lives on Mother Earth. And it's happening right here, right now. This is a perfect time to sit down and think about it. When all this other stuff is going on, if you just centralize your thoughts and be present in the moment and allow the thoughts to come in, honor them, and allow them to go out, you'll have a greater possibility of weaving this most beautiful story when it's over. So I leave you now with that thought. That is the daily dose of light. Again, what fabric are you weaving that will tell the story of your life? I leave you all now in the deepest peace and love. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Namaste.